Let me explain how content is like real estate. What if I told you that every piece of content that you make is worth $1,000? Because once you realize this, you will never look at making a piece of content the same ever again. When I first started out, it was cold messaging. I would find people and message them. This worked, but it wasn't working like what I'm doing today, like what I'm doing now. Let me explain. Messaging someone that doesn't know who you are and what you do will have them thinking one thing.
Why is this person sending me a message? Do I even know them?
You're already behind. No trust, no credibility, no authority, which will result in you getting a no as an answer. This all changed when I studied the most successful people right now. People like Grant Cardone, Gary V, Tony Robbins, and the list goes on. Number one, they all have something valuable to the market. Grant Cardone with 40 years of sales experience. Tony Robbins has impacted millions of people all around the world with its unbelievable skills of changing a person's belief system so they can break through the wall and become someone that they only could have imagined to be. Number two, they all sell this solution in some way, shape, or form. Ebook, course, program, coaching, you name it, they have a way of monetizing it. Number three, they create real estate content like clockwork. 10 plus posts per day on as many platforms as they can to build what you need to sell without getting questioned to an audience that they've built. They have something super valuable to a market that is in need, is in pain for this solution. And as a human being, we can't just do and help and do all this stuff for free, because then we're going to be left with nothing. And if we're left with nothing, then we can't show up and provide for the people that need something. At Scale My Cleaning Business, we have a team that is unbelievably talented at helping commercial cleaning business owners build the right foundation and grow their business beyond ever imagined. We also have two amazing solutions that we have helped 100 plus business owners in the last 2 years really grow their business. We have Fernando, who's located in NYC, who added an extra $300,000 in closed L.T.V contracts working with us in under 12 months. I can go on, but I want to get back to the point of the $1,000 per content. Here's why every piece of content you make will result in a $1,000 gain for the company in the long term, right? It's not every time you post, somebody gives you $1,000. It's not how it works, right? But in a long-term business, what I'm going to explain to you will make sense. We're going to focus on Facebook for now, as this is the platform I can say we've mastered. My current Facebook account has over 1.5 thousand friends, and we have a Facebook group of close to 2,000 members. We have an audience of people we can impact, just like the successful business owners I listed above. Now, content is used to build authority, credibility, and also to provide value. I'm going to take a second and really dial this down. Do not post content that you don't put effort to. Really good content will result in $1,000 per post. Content that provides value to the industry, that builds credibility, that builds authority, right? Which I'll make a whole separate video on what type of content that is and what the content looks like, what is in the content, what is said, what the picture is, video, etc. But you have to post really good content. Doing so consistently will have your audience engage and curious of what you do, if what you do can help them with the pain that they're going through, right? And when you're making this post, the people that you're friends with or in your Facebook group are your audience, people that can use whatever you're specifically posting about. They can engage with it. Why? Because they relate to it. They engage to the posts, and either it's liking, sharing, or even taking the time to comment. Doing so shows me they related it to the posts, reasoning behind the engagement. What we found is that for every post we make, we have 3 to 5 people who engage. Out of those 3 to 5, one person would want to speak with us about helping them with the pain they're going through. Now here at Scale My Cleaning Business, an L.T.V, which in 12 months of a client is about $11,000 to $12,000 average, right? Which is a year. L.T.V of how much somebody invests into us in a year matter of time. So we also have an enrollment percentage of 25%. For every 10 people that we speak with, we enroll 2.5 of them into the solution we have that's going to help them get rid of the pain that they're going through. Time to do some math to uncover why every time you make a post, you contribute $1,000 to the company. So one post on average has one person scheduling a time. Every 10 people our team speaks with, they enroll 2.5 people. So If one post equals one meeting, posting 10 times will result in 10 meetings on average, right? One post might have 2, one post might have 0, but it'll all average out to every post equals one meeting. And out of those 10 meetings, we now have 2.5 new clients. Each will be 12,000 in 12-month LTV, will be equal to 30,000 in LTV. So to get the 2.5, you had to make the 10 content posts, which makes each post $3,000 in LTV. 2.5 clients will equal $30,000 in 12-month LTV to the company. For you to acquire this 2.5, you had to post 10 times because each time it would result in one person booking, and every 10 people, right? Every 10 booking, every 10 meeting your team speaks with, they enroll 2.5 people, which is why each post is actually worth $3,000. So if you thought 1,000 was a lot per post, what about 3? The reason why I said 1,000 is because that is already unthinkable to a lot of people. And that's why I say that to the end, to really break down the math and show you that every post that you make, every great good post that is something that people can relate to, find value in, is worth $3,000. That could be a Facebook post, a YouTube video. Take a second and just let that sink in. Here's why content is like real estate. Unless you post something really bad, which then you get banned, your post stays up forever until you delete it. Or again, if it's something bad, which this isn't going to result in the post being valued at $3,000 anyways, it's going to get removed from the platform. But if you post something that is relatable, something valuable, something that people need in their business and life, it's gonna be there forever until you decided to delete it. This is why YouTube is so powerful, because every video that we post, it stays there forever. So we can be 5 years in business, and a post that we made 5 years ago is like real estate, because it can still generate us meetings. It can still generate us views. So when you own a property, now that you own it, you can have multiple people coming out paying you rent. One person leaves, another person comes. One person leaves, another person comes, right? Real estate is a business that can't go out of business. And the reason for that is because there is more people on this earth than there is land. You can't make more land, but as you know, you can make more people. Because of that, every piece of real estate that he owns, he has many people coming in and out of it, but he's still getting paid. He's still getting paid 5 years from now, 10 years, 100 years from now if he doesn't sell it. Again, real estate, the property itself will never go out of business. It can't, because people are always looking for a place to live. And there are going to be a limited of places to live. Because as people, the population of people start rising, the amount of land we have starts decreasing because they have to get more land to then build. But you can't go and find more land. Like the earth is how it is today. Like unless you go to Mars, right? Or go to the moon, etc. Understanding that every piece of real estate we have is like a piece, it's a property, right? And every time we build a property, that property, it's worth $3,000 in the longevity of that specific video. It's actually worth a lot more if you think in the matter of 3 to 5 to 10 years. But in a 12-month span, that video can produce $3,000 in like actual revenue for the company. Okay, so one video has one person booking, one person talked to us, 10 different videos, 10 people booking. Out of that, closed 2.5 of them, which 2.5 equals 30K in LTV. The point I want to get across to you guys is this is why myself and the content team is posting 3 to 6 times per day. And why we should be posting a lot more. Like after knowing this, like we should be posting 10 plus content per day. You need to understand that if you want to work smarter instead of harder, you do this. And the thing is, content goes one to many. So one video can target many people without you having to be there talking to all of them. One video that you already created, one picture that you already created, one copy that you already created can communicate with a bunch of people at once. But if you go one-to-one, which is just messaging people, right? That's one-to-one. It's very hard to scale unless you have a lot of people. And the reason why Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, people I mentioned here are so successful and they've been able to scale so many businesses is because they did what is scalable. On top of having people to set appointments and close deals, they also built a social media full of content, platform full of content that is scalable because it's one to many. We need to post a lot more content, valuable content, content that actually take somebody's like attention away from what they're doing and engage into it. Don't post just a random piece of content because you found Min's video today watching this training and he said every time you post is $3,000 that's to the company. That's not how it works. Content that actually gets people to engage, to stop what they're doing, drop their cup of coffee and come and read, watch whatever that you're posting, right? This is why we take content so seriously. Stuff that's going to impact people's lives, which this way has made us so much more money and has helped us impact so many more people than the old way of just one-to-one cold messaging people. That is it. Thank you so much for watching this training. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Go out there, post super valuable content to the audience that you have within your Facebook group, within your Facebook profile, and other social media platforms that we have as well.